Hear me out, guys. All 5 Gorosi members are on the Egghead Island, right? And you all remember that Katrina Devon in chapter 1107, she touched Saturn. So that means that Katrina Devon is now able to turn herself or to turn her luck into Saturn, right? So what if, since we all know that Blackbeard's goal is to make his island or to make his kingdom under the word government's wings or under the word government's name or something like that. So with that being said, to make the Hachinoso an island or a kingdom under the name of the word government, alright? That's his goal, that's his ultimate goal, which he said to Kobe, right? Where he took Kobe as a hostage and then he said, I think I can benefit from you, where I can tell the word government that I'm gonna give you Kobe, aka the hero of the Marines or something like that, and then you can make my kingdom under the name of the word government. So can you imagine the scenario that I'm gonna tell you right now? Can you imagine if you all know that the 5 Gorosi now are the Egghead Island, right? And now Katrina Devon is able to turn herself into Saturn. So can you imagine if Katrina Devon and Blackbeard with probably Van Ogre, they go to Marijua and Blackbeard have a face-to-face moment with Imu-sama. Oh my god, just thinking about this moment, I literally have goosebumps right now. So when you think about it, it totally makes sense, right? I mean, look, we can say that in chapter 1107, the ultimate goal for the Blackbeard pirates and the Egghead Island was not to touch Saturn, right? Because when you think about it, the moment Van Ogre and Katrina Devon were trying to get out of the Egghead Island or something like that, they accidentally saw Saturn and then they were like, oh, what the hell? A Gorossi's out? That's an unusual thing to happen. So alright, and boom, Katrina Devon touched Saturn and then Katrina Devon said, alright, let's go, our mission has been accomplished, right? I think that's just Oda Sensei is trying to manipulate us with telling us, because it was literally at the same panel where Katrina Devon touched Saturn. At the same panel you can read and it says Katrina Devon saying that our mission has been accomplished. So I think that just Oda Sensei was trying to manipulate us, I guess. So that's why I don't think the mission of the Blackbeard pirates or the goal where they went to the Egghead Island was to touch Saturn, because they didn't even know. I mean, nobody knows, or nobody even could think about something like that to happen, where we can see a Gorossi going down at the normal world, not in Marijua, not above the red line, and then doing something crazy like that, where they were literally at the island of the most genius man in the world, Vegapunk, right? Where the moment we can know that Luffy, because Morgans has spread the news where he said that Luffy is taking Vegapunk as a hostage or something like that. So that's the news, right? So I think Blackbeard's goal at the Egghead Island was something, I don't know, let's say related to the Seraphim, the DNA of Vegapunk. I mean, we can say a lot of stuff, right? But I'm pretty sure that it's not one thing, which is, it's not about Saturn, okay? But now, when you think about it, it made it easier for Marshall D. Teach to go to Marijua or to make his kingdom under the wings or under the name. Why do I do that whenever I say the wings? Okay, ignore that. Okay, under the name of the word government, right? So this is gonna make it easier. So what if we all know that Marshall the Teach or Blackbeard is literally like Luffy? They all have the same path, except for like, they're totally like the opposite, right? I mean, yes, Luffy liberates some people, right? And at the same time, you can see that Teach as well liberates some people. But what is it? What is the details? Luffy makes people happier or makes innocent people, liberate them, but at the same time, the guys or the people that Marshall the Teach liberates them, it's the guys who are at the Imble Down, the evil guys, the guys who want to destroy the world, who want to take over the world. So when you think about it, since Jaya Island, where Marshall the Teach and Luffy had their first meeting, they all had the same path, except it is totally the opposite, right? So I know one thing that we can say about Luffy is that we can say his luck, or like the guy on Fusha Island where Luffy grew up, the mayor of that island, as he used to say, his destiny or his fate, right? So we can say that it is Luffy's luck, or we can say it is his fate, right? So we can say the same about Marshall the Teach, since we all agreed that they have the same path, right? So we can say that it is Marshall Teach's luck or fate that he went to Marijua for only one goal, since there's no Gorosi at that time, so he can force the world government, like, I don't know, Figureland or the Torobitu. Yes, the Torobitu, since they're like idiots and they're stupid people. So I think Marshall Teach, his plan was to go to Marijua and to force them to be like, Marshall Teach goes there to Marijua and he'd be like standing there at the Holy Island or the Holy Land, and he'd be like, come here, you idiots. You think you control the world, right? Alright, how about that? How about you name my kingdom under the name of the world government, or else I'm gonna make you my slave, basically, right? That's what you all do here in Marijua, right? How about you taste some of your medicine, okay? So I think that's gonna be the case, right? So then, of course, Marshall Teach is gonna do something as we called it luck or fate, and he's gonna get into the castle, the Bangia castle, or the Bangia, I don't know its name, to be honest. So he's gonna get there, and boom, all of a sudden he's gonna accidentally meet Imu-sama, and then we're gonna see the toe-to-toe Imu-sama with Blackbeard standing toe-to-toe, and this is gonna be one of the craziest moments ever. And we can go with a lot of scenarios, like I can see Marshall Teach is trying to escape, right? I mean, we've seen it a lot, so I don't think that's just the writer trying to insult the final antagonist like Teach or something like that. I don't think that's gonna be the case, right? Because Luffy runs away, Teach as well runs away. I mean, we've seen him running away from Akainu, we've seen him running away multiple times. So I think that's just part of Blackbeard personality. So I think that's not gonna be the case where the writer or sensei is gonna feel like, nah, I don't wanna insult my final antagonist, or like at least one of my like biggest antagonists in this story. I don't think that's gonna be an insult, right? I mean, you now know or realize that the empty throne is not empty, and you've seen Imu-sama face to face. So basically, you can just call Van Ogre or scream like, Van Ogre, come here and get me out of here. Do something, okay? And then boom, Van Ogre transports and gets out of Bangia, or the Holy Land of Marijua, and I guess that's it. That's basically it, right? So yeah, I think I gave you my theory for that, because when you think about it, it is an unusual incident to happen. It's just something out of this world to see the 5 Gorosi are out of the Marijua, are out of the Holy Land. All of them are out of the Red Line. It's just super crazy, okay? I mean, when Saturn got down and moved his ass to go to Egghead Island, that was just one of the craziest things to happen in One Piece. We all at that time said like, oh my god, this is the end of One Piece, isn't it? So now we said that when Saturn by his own was going, I mean, of course it was Kizaru, but I'm just talking about the Gorosi. Saturn on his own was going there, but now he literally called all the Gorosi to come. Not to come, they're literally here. They're literally here at the Egghead Island right now. So it is indeed one of the craziest things to happen. And now when you think about it, she's now unsecured, Imu-sama, when you think about it. So I think there is something huge is gonna happen, okay? And whenever I think about when the narrator said that the incident, the famous incident of Egghead is gonna shock the world or something like that, I'd be like, oh, it's gonna be the death of Vegapunk. And then I'd be like, oh, it's gonna be the death of Saturn. No, you know what? I think it's gonna be Kuma's punch, as the newspaper will say, a slave punches one of the Gorosi, one of the leaders of the world. So this is gonna be like some news that's gonna shock the world, right? But now I'd be like, oh my god, it is literally it, right? I mean, the incident that's gonna shock the world, it is 5 elders. The 5 Gorosi are here at the island of the most genius man who is supposedly working for the world government. I mean, this just literally can headline any newspapers, right? So yeah, I guess that's it. Drop your thoughts. Do you think that is possible? We can see like Blackbeard standing toe to toe with Imu-sama and seeing the empty throne is not empty. I think it is possible. So write down. It is really important for me, guys, I really enjoy reading your comments and stuff. So please write down what I think, even if you disagree with me. Like, you can say like your opinion sucks, and I think that it's gonna be blah 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 blah. it's not gonna be blah 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 for me, okay? I'm gonna be interested to read you, okay? So yeah, I guess that's it, guys. Get out of here.